Now, when you are brought up as a man, you are not supposed to be weak. You are not supposed to be vulnerable. You are not supposed to be this. A man cannot be, men don't cry. That's the simple phrase you'll hear. Men don't cry because you're supposed to be tough. You're supposed to, and you're supposed to protect other people. You're supposed to show strength. Now, in the conflict of South Sudan, what we have seen is that rape of men has been used as by both government forces and SPLIO, the opposition, armed opposition forces, and other organized forces to serve a number of purposes. This is all from the experience. One is to break the spirit and destroy the dignity of the opposing forces. Interiorly break someone by putting into question their own socialized sense of identity and challenging it. It has also been used to punish, control, and inflict pain on the targeted men, because you are being reduced to the experience of a position of powerlessness. You know, the most powerless thing is a corpse. The human corpse is the most powerless thing you can have. You can do anything you want with it. That is what death is about. So death is in some extent equated with powerlessness. So you are being brought closer to the experience of death. You are being made less powerful. So death is brought closer to your reality of life. And also, male rape has been used to humiliate, dehumanize the other. Contradict your sense of yourself. You are not worth who you have been brought and made to believe you're worth. You are not worth the stories you have told yourself and the stories have others have said about you. So this is a reality we found has played a very significant role in the conflict in South Sudan. So the warring factions often would target men from specific ethnic groups, you know. The Nuer would target the Dinka would target the Nuer, and the Shilluk would be targeted, the Equatorian. I mean, that kind of phenomenon is happening. For example, one person said, I came to Uganda to seek medical treatment because I was totally disorganized by the Dinka men who thought they owned South Sudan. I was nearly raped to death because my identity as a Nuer. Just to illustrate the point I have been talking about. And the kind of male rape, what have people been experiencing? What shape? One was gang rape, multiple perpetrators raping a single victim in public or detention centers. The other one is sexual slavery, men and boys abducted and subjected to forced sexual labor. Forced marriage, men forced to marry women from rival ethnic groups and sexual assaulted. Public rape is where men are raped in public as a spectacle, a show, to humiliate and terrorize the community. And then a rape with objects, using weapons, sticks, bottles, and other objects to violate men. Sodomy, forced anal sex as a punishment or humiliation. Forced nudity, men stripped of clothing, often in public, to humiliate and dehumanize. Sexual torture, including genital mutilation, electric shocks, and genital beating. Mass rape, large-scale rape of men, often in public settings. And then ethnic-based rape, targeting men from very specific tribe or ethnic groups. And revenge rape, where men are raped as a revenge for perceived past injustice. I lived and worked in South Sudan. Sometimes revenge are happening now for what was committed 50 years ago. You don't even know why it was done. The South Sudanese have very long memory. They'll not forget. 50 years, if they say we will pay back, 50 years they will pay back. And you don't even know why it has happened to you. So what has been the impact of this? And bear in mind, hegemony, which has been irretrievably linked with masculinity, is what makes worse this experience of breaking the spirit and destroying the dignity, of humiliating and dehumanizing. This is really at the psychological, social level at play. So most of the people we interacted with described their suffering as connected with the loss of their sense of masculinity due to failing to resist abuse and violations. Why? Because a man is to be strong. A man cannot be vulnerable. So they described this, that this experience made them lose status of feeling a warrior, a community protector. You know, in South Sudan, I would say cattle raiding is 80% of the population. So you have to be a warrior. Okay, you are trained for that. You are brought up for that. So many felt they lost status as a warrior and protector of the community. A man is to be strong, protect the community. Others felt shame and stigma for being overpowered, or what they call feeling like a woman, or feminized. So you can even see the way we are socialized. It makes even women put in a much worse situation in that sense. Others feared being seen as weak or vulnerable. Others said they found it now difficult to maintain traditional gender roles. They found it difficult to suppress, for example, emotions, to avoid vulnerability, or pressure to conform to masculine norms because they feel they have ceased to be men. And also difficulty in seeking help or support. Others have struggled with emotions, emotional expressions. They can't speak. Men don't know how to speak their feelings. I promise you, not many men can name 20 or 30 emotions. You can try an exercise during break. Get a guy, say name 30 emotions. The women will rattle it like that, the men can't. Just try it. We already socialized not to be able to vocalize emotion. It is even worse for these people. And feeling disconnected from emotion. Some felt that because they were raped, they should now rape as a coping mechanism. Others, complete guilt. They don't feel like they should even be alive. Others felt disconnected from their ancestral and cultural heritage. Because to be of my tribe, of this ethnic group, I have to be this. Now I can no longer say I am this. It's a very difficult identity experience and scar to carry psychically in the mind. The other one, whose cases are known, felt they lost respect of family and the community. So they lost status and prestige and viewed as weak, less capable, and shunned or even ostracized. So people live in seclusion. These are very difficult experiences. So how have people tried to cope? Others have tried through silence and secrecy. Others have tried withdrawal and isolation. Others, substance abuse, alcohol and all kinds of substances. Others, aggressive behavior. Aggression gives you temporary control. So that's how others cope. They are continually angry. And then others have sought traditional healing. They go to traditional healers to seek rituals and ceremony to restore their masculinity. And others have coped with religion, that is turning to religion or spirituality for solace. And then others have gone to reclaiming masculinity through traditional pursuit. So people just go in all kinds of spaces. But this has impact on their communities, has impact on their households, has impact in people's ability to even participate in the daily social and economic lives around them. Huge impact. And as I said, this is a result of the masculinity, the sense of being male, which is irretrievably tied up with hegemony. We need to delink what masculinity is and delink it from hegemony. Basically, any category can use hegemony. Any category. Feminists can use hegemony. You can talk of hegemonic feminism. You can talk of hegemonic masculinity. You can talk of hegemonic tribalism. You can talk of hegemonic racism. You can even talk of neighborhood hegemony. It takes different, so it's so important we delink the two so that we appreciate the fact of how the identity of being brought up in a society as a man or as a woman frequently, because it is so frequently tied up together, you have then this misconception of people talking hegemonic masculinity. I don't believe that. We have masculinity which for a large part of socialization has been hooked up with hegemony.